Hello everybody, this is KL Tech Nerd, and welcome again to my Minecraft streaming series. Today I'm going to be doing a world tour, an end of the year world tour, so we can catch up on everything that I've done and everything I've gotten done in the last 6 months, and take a look at what I've done and how well everything's been doing. Sorry, I didn't mean to run over there. Today I thought I would start on my little first base. It really is nothing major or special. What I did when I first started here, and this is in the first of the Minecraft 15 first episodes, is I went and I found this. I traveled a little bit, and then I went and I started and I found this little area. So I built into the side of the mountain, and I started off by building this little home base that I had, and I started branching it out and everything, and then I started by building a mine shaft down there. And if anybody wants to see the mine shaft, I'm just going to go down here right now anyway. And I had a bunch of really, really cool plans. In fact, I kind of still do, where I was going to... This is not the stop I was looking for. Okay. I hope it didn't get lost. Anyway, though, I had a couple viewers and everything who were kind of interested in being in a episode, so I had these signs out with their names on. Unfortunately, they kind of stopped watching, so they're welcome back, though, to join me in a multiplayer session or something whenever they come back. Hopefully they will. Here's an example of the mine shaft that I've done. I mean, this is huge. And, I have all of these little parts taken out and everything where I have these mine shafts built. Some are deeper than others, and like this one goes on for a little bit longer, and that one not so much. And a couple of them here, though, go off really far into the distance. And actually, if we want to get started, this is the base of my slime farm, which I will be going over in a little bit. Not right now, though, but I mean in a little bit. Anyway, though, so here's the tunnels where I got a bunch of diamonds and gold and iron from and things like that, and just the good stuff. And I still do mine, even if it's not as much as I used to. But I don't I find things like the iron farm is a little bit more interesting of a place to get iron from and stuff. So I can get set up and build all these things and do all this stuff. And actually, I'll worry about that later. I'm sorry. Yeah, here it is. So William Cowie and Agent 98, that's a you guys are always welcome back. You guys were some of my first viewers, and I will forever appreciate your support. And I hope to see you someday again really, really soon. So, yeah, this is the first place where I had the bins where I put items that I found. Like, here's still some diamonds and some lapis and the glowstone and gold and emeralds and, anything that I find in there. So next up on the stop, I'm going to go, here is my main base. And actually, this isn't the best view from it. This is. Very, very impressive view. This eventually is going to be like a little town square. And that's the wheat farm that I have. And then here's a little gazebo thing that I set up. I'll talk about them later, though. But anyway, though, here's my actual home base. The top part of it's not completely built. I want to have that completely enclosed when I'm done. That poor sheep has been up there forever. In fact, it's kind of funny because it's been up there for so long, but I don't really care to let it down, and it's nice. It greets me. It greets me in the day. It's nice. Anyway, though, here's the little entryway with an entryway into the mine that I just showed you. And here's one of the first episodes that I did for the Minecraft 30 minutes. It is a bedroom that I made. And right here is supposed to be like a massive bed with like 3 beds that are supposed to look like a big, gigantic king-size bed. And then here's the frame. I have mixed feelings about it, but I like the wood and the stone mixed together, so I kind of put them together. Here's a skylight, so like if you look up here, you can tell if it's still day or not. And since I have the tunnel right here, right, and a lot of rock right here, and then a whole another room right here, I don't really have a place to put a window to the outside. And I wanted to be able to tell when it's daytime, so I put a window up here, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And this guy still works. I mean, I can sleep in it. Eventually, I'm going to finish it off and have a full thing of beds, but not right now. Here's a staircase to the upper level. There's really not much up there right now. And this is the main room. Eventually, I'm thinking about putting like a lava feature right here or something, but right now I have my crafting stuff here. This is a bunch of the stranger stuff that I have. Ooh, a free bed. Cool. You know, like I have some glowstone. Sorry about that. Some nether warts and some mushrooms and things like that. And, you know, just some of the rarer stuff that I would need. Oh, here's some torches, which is cool. And, you know, some stuff like that. These bins I have here, these chests I have here, because I was going to reorganize this area, but I kept getting the storage area, but I kept getting sidetracked. Here's a sheep that I put in here just because he kind of wandered in here, and I was like, ah, freaking sweet, free sweater. So I left it there so I can shear it whenever I need wool. I did leave a skylight in here. I want to kind of leave a skylight in here because on the topmost floor of this, I want to have like a gigantic dome, and I wanted to be able to let the light in, so it's not just all torches and glowstone, and you know, and then there's the opening for more light. Eventually, I might seal this part in. I'm not really sure. But this part, it's going to have to remain at least a little bit open, because this does go to the top part. See, there's nothing much in here. Eventually, I want to put like a library over there and a not a crafting table, a enchantment table over there with the library. This guy is something kind of really, really a lot more fun, because this guy is a cobblestone generator, and I modified it from what a lot of people do by putting the hoppers under it, because the hopper actually collects the cobblestone much faster. In the beginning with this design, I was having trouble with the lava destroying some of the cobblestone, but like right here, oh shoot, but like right here, the hopper gets it way before it ever even gets destroyed, which is nice. I mean, who wants to destroy a cobblestone? You build a cobblestone generator to get cobblestone. Actually, I don't even know why I built that up. I'll fix it later. I'm already breaking stuff. I am clumsy. But anyway, though, if I keep using this, all the cobblestone goes in here, which is kind of nice. There's a little staircase right here, so I don't have to worry about it running out of space. Eventually, I might put more chests under here, which is going to be kind of exciting. But I mean, you know, it's an endless source of cobblestone, and I personally love it because I love cobblestone and everything about it. And I think I just messed up because I think it's nighttime now. And yeah, it's kind of nighttime right now, so let's take a nap and make it daytime so we don't have to worry about mobs. We probably will, though. So I'll try to figure that out. But anyway, though, so right over here is where the cooking area is going to be, or the massive furnace. I keep having issues with that, though. I'll figure it out eventually, but like right here, if I go in here, there's supposed to be like hoppers under here that collect everything. That works. But like the organizer, I need to have like 3 or 4 high, and I just plain don't have enough hoppers to be able to get the furnace working 100% automatically. So right now it's kind of a semi-automatic cooking area. I did an experiment, and if you've seen my 30-minute long episodes, you've probably seen the chest that puts them into two each. That one's fun and everything, but it still uses up like a little bit too much space, and it's not really a lot of sorry, it's not really a lot of payback for it. So eventually I'm going to make this into like a big furnace area. This is where I'm going to store my coal. Currently it's empty because I've used a bunch of it on torches and stuff. And that pretty much does it for my main base. Let me check the time. I might try to split this up into a couple of episodes. So let me see here. Oh, it's only been 10 minutes. That's fine. Actually, 10 minutes. I'll wrap it up by doing this. Right over here is a stable area. That's where I was going to keep the horses, but a sheep wandered in. So sheep. Right over here, I was going to set up a ATM-like thing, but I never really completely got it to work. But you can put items in there, and then it gets stored in here. So this would be like the deposit area. This would be like the withdraw. So, I mean, it's an idea. Here's a sugarcane that I have set up. So I just need to knock this stuff down every once in a while to get sugar. Eventually I am going to do a more massive farm. This was one of my first farming areas. And that's kind of cool. Right over here is a chicken farm. And this is currently broken because of the new Xbox update. But like what's supposed to happen is that you go over here and you shoot the eggs off. And wow, it's even empty. Okay. But you shoot the eggs off, and then the eggs all turn into little baby chickens, and then they grow up, and then you can use this lever to make chicken. And, it's kind of works, but like if you have too many chickens in it now, they all disappear, which is kind of a pain. And okay, the water's off. But I mean, I'll eventually get it fixed. This right here is a, I'll cover this in a different video. But this right here is kind of where I was keeping some cows so I could get a lot of leather until I can create an automatic cow farm, which is kind of cool. And down here is the slime farm that we saw earlier in this video. And the if we go down here, we're probably not going to see any slimes, but that's fine. But what will happen is we can take a little tour of it. And this is my most current little machine. This is the tunnel that we were just at when we come in here. And, ooh! Oh, is it broken? Darn it, I think it broke. Anyway, though, what's a good way to get down there without dying? Anyway, though, I think it's broken. Yeah, it's probably broken. Darn it. But anyway, though, if I come around here, I can go, and then go down here. Okay, cool. Yay. So what happens is the slimes hit this, and then they get converted into smaller slimes, and smaller, and smaller, and smaller. And, ooh, we actually get to see this work. That's exciting. And do you see now the smaller ones are dying? And if you see right there, there's a lineup of hoppers. And what ends up happening is those hoppers go and collect the slime balls, and then the cactuses kill them. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then the slime balls go down here. We already have almost 2 stacks of slime balls, which is beautiful for what I wanted. And what ends up happening is that, it just kind of runs. As long as I'm up there, it's running perfectly. And it just gives another way to get slime balls, which is kind of cool. And actually, I could get rid of this cobblestone, but I don't want to because reasons. But like, you know, I could go throughout here. There's enough light here to be able to make the area only spawn slimes. Or not, maybe not only, but there's a decent chance of it only spawning slimes. And we don't really have any other mob parts in there either, so that's good. But anyway, though, so that's kind of partially working. I was afraid for a second that slime had gotten stuck, which would have been bad. So, but he didn't, so that's good. That's real good. And now we're heading back up here. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to get off for a few seconds. Or not off for a few seconds, but I'm going to take a break for a few seconds and run around. Oh, this is an early chicken farm that I had. See, I had the chickens here, and then they would lay the eggs, and then I would go around on the sides and collect the eggs, so I wouldn't have to completely go running around. And this is a tree farm that I started. So I don't have to go and cut down entire forests just for the wood. I can come down here and cut down the entire forest for wood. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, actually for this video, I think... I think I'm just going to continue. Why not? Anyway, though, the, over here is a little kind of gazebo thing that I made. I made it because I wanted to have a direct center. See, what happens is I want to have this be like a giant city square almost. And actually, these three guys are here because I want to put some villagers in here and have like a trading area. So I could like trade wheat for emeralds, and then I can trade emeralds for redstone and emeralds for other goods and other ideas and get some good trades in there. So, I want to have like a little trading center. So I purposely put those there, and then I have the little gazebo there because I wanted to have like an entryway into it. And currently it was kind of just bleh. So, I made this. I believe it's on one of the 30-minute long episode videos. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. I also have a couple paths already started. So, yeah. Really, really fast, let's go over here and go over to the very, very second build that I ever started on this world. Eventually, someday, going to get done. But right now, it's kind of in the works. But what happens is that this area is completely separated from mobs. So the torches and everything are supposed to make it so no mob whatsoever spawns. Hence why I was shutting all the doors and everything, so I could keep this place clean of mobs. Unfortunately, they're somehow getting in after the Minecraft update. This is a hole to a tunnel system that I set up, which is kind of cool. We'll be taking a look at that later. But essentially all it is a bunch of tunnels that go to like my base and to the restaurant thing over there and to a couple of other things. But like they're not really that important. I mean, all that they are really is another way to get across without using the main paths. Now, this guy is a... Okay, no mobs. This guy is a massive wheat farm that I made. And it's not done. I meant to have it done by the end of the year, but the end of the year came and I wasn't ready, so shame on me. But essentially what happens is that you pull this lever, the water goes down, and then it washes the wheat toward the hoppers. So like you see all the wheat go away. Do this to make the water stop. And then you could go around here and collect any strays if you want to, but the glass is going to be there eventually, so it shouldn't get stuck. Here are the hoppers that collect all the items. And then when they collect all the items get shoved into this chest. So, like, this is the wheat going up because of the hoppers. it's getting collected and everything. So, and it's just a way to kind of speed things up because otherwise I'm spending way too much time going around from level to level to level collecting items. Now, a funny story that I don't know if it improved after the update, but an interesting story is that I was going to make this whole thing automatic. So the whole farm ran off of one switch. And it is based off of a build that Daedalus did, where he had this massive wheat farm. Only I kind of made mine into one giant building because I was like, one building, that's cool. And it never quite worked right. And then I found out that the reason why is because there's an item limit for the Xbox One. So if I have any more than 2 fields running, or if I have any more than 4 fields running at one time, the items don't all get collected and some of them despawn, which is kind of a pain. So I've broken it up into sections. So like this area is one section, and this area is one section, and then this area is one section, and then this area is one section. So each one of them runs off of their own lever. And unfortunately, that's the way that it has to go. That's the way that I have to run it. And it's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. I can't really change it. I did make it work. It's just not as cool as it would be if it was like on a PC. But it does work. Now, over here is a like restaurant idea that I had. And it bugs me that there's an entryway there without a door. There was supposed to be a door there. Bummer. Okay, I'll try to figure out what's going on then. Anyway, though, this is kind of a safe spot. And here's a entrance into the tunnel system. But this whole area was made to be like a safe spot. So no mobs should be able to spawn in here. And here's a crafting table and a chest full of food. And essentially what I want to do is I want to be able to have it so like I could just run in, grab some cake, yummy, and then leave again. And what I want to do is link this restaurant thing into this farm. So like all the wheat when it drains doesn't go into that chest, but it goes over into this farm. So rather than it going and then it being like this big, huge building that's kind of sitting here for nothing, it'll be like food central for my little city that I have set up here. And that's kind of the idea that I was playing with and that I like the most. And I just haven't hooked it up yet or anything. It's a work in progress. But yeah, it's a work in progress. I'll get it done next year. Over here, it's nothing special. It is a portal area. Here's another entrance into my tunnel system. And what this does is this lets me go to the Nether. Now, on the other side, I do not have a good portal because it's like over the side of a cliff and everything. I could die if I go through that, so I'm not going to go through it right now. But eventually I might build some stuff there too. That'll be kind of cool. But anyway, though, so yeah, that's all the major builds that I have over here. I'm going to head over right now to my mob farm, but in the process of that, I'm going to show this guy off. This is supposed to be a barn that I would like to build. I'm not sure if I'm still going to be able to do it, but like there was supposed to be a cow slaughtering area over here, and then a pig slaughtering thing over there. I wanted it all to be just off of one switch. And then over here is supposed to be like all the sheep that I have in every color in the game. So this is like all of the sheep in the barn, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I might also put like a sheep area where I can kill the sheep for the wool and the mutton and everything like that, since now that's an item. But not really sure, and I might do something too with the bunnies since now they're in the game. They were added to the game this year, which is kind of cool, which means that now I can eat bunnies and get items from bunnies and bunny leather and all this other nice stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of a work in progress. I have a lot of work in progresses. I'm hoping to be able to get them done before the 1 year mark. It's unfortunate that I wasn't able to get them done this year, but uh, what do you do? Anyway, though, what we're heading toward now is my mob farm. And this guy is the very, very first build I ever did on this world. It's kind of cool. This is a house that's supposed to be like an away from controller area, because if I stand here, you could hear the mobs hit the floor, which is kind of nice, because if I decide to leave my game system on, it'll still run even without all that stuff. This guy is a what happens is that the monsters spawn up there, and then they fall, onto this platform right here, where the hoppers take the items and then put them into the chest. And this is the very, very first farm that I've ever built in this world. Even before I started the wheat farm, because I figured the items are going to be way too cool. I am not going to want to give them up. And the way that it runs is simple. There's this big dark room right here. I put glass on the outside in a circle because I wanted to have a walkway around it. And I figured that the circle made it a nice shape and everything. And yeah, I thought it looked good. So what do I do? Anyway, though, the basic way that it works is that the mobs spawn on these platforms. And, whoa! Nasty spider. Anyway, though, they spawn on these platforms, and they're supposed to not fall into the water. You evil spider. And what happens is they fall into the water, and then the water shoves them toward the center, and then they fall, and then they drop down. Which is kind of how it's supposed to work. Sometimes it works better than others. It really started acting haywire, though, after the Minecraft update. Actually, you know, let me go. Anyway, though, after the Minecraft update, it kind of started acting a little wonky. So I don't know if it's working 100%. I mean, it is working. And, you know, never fear. And you should fall down. Oh, come on. You're supposed to fall down. Anyway, though, originally everything was supposed to be wide enough so that spiders fall into the water too. For some strange reason, though, they are missing the water now. So, I mean, it's not perfect 100%. But, I mean, it does work. It's not 100%. So, it's still a fun farm, and it was a fun build. It was a fun first thing to work on, too. Whether it works 100% of the time or not. Anyway, though, I did put the blocks in front of it, though, because I was trying to make sure that the light from out here didn't mess with it and make it not work. But, yeah. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm going to go see if I could get you a better view. But anyway, though, in short, there's the water. The mobs fall down. They get pushed into the center where they drop down, and then they hit the splat pad. And then they are mobbed no more, and I get the item. And it works out pretty good. It does. Unfortunately, though, it's not working as good as it used to, but what do I do? Anyway, though, so that's the mob farm that I built. So, yeah, it's kind of exciting. Here's here's some stuff that was here from when I set up shop in here and built that, which is kind of cool. And don't know if any other items are going to fall down here, but yeah, I mean, I tried this a couple days ago and it was still working. There were still things falling down. Not spiders so much, though, which was kind of an interesting thing to note. I put a bed in here, too, so I could make it daytime. And so that pretty much is it for my city over here. and for all of the builds that I have. I'm going to head off into the distance now. Let me check the time. It's been about 30 minutes now, so I'm going to go cut this off short right now and then go to my other city. And then I'm going to go and turn it back on, and then we can check out my other city and then wrap this thing up. So, yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I am KL Tech Nerd. Don't forget to check out my website at www.kltechnerd.com. On that website is a link from everything from my Facebook to my Twitch to my YouTube to my Twitter, and it's a great place to connect with me and share any ideas with me on future episodes and things. So anyway, though, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Have a wonderful day. This has been my world tour, part A. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you decide not to watch my part B, that's fine. I guess I will see you next year. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.